Hi guys. Give me a second while I actually adjust my screen. Hi Ferda. Let me know if you can hear and see me clearly. Just give me a couple minutes while I adjust the screen, yeah. Give me 1 second. Hi guys. Can you guys see and hear me clearly? Give me 1 second, yeah. Hi Francis. Hi Zoran. Hi Mamat. Welcome to today's session on Strategy Clinic with Vantage. We'll just give the rest of the attendees a couple more minutes to come in before I start the session. Are you guys seeing my screen? Okay, thanks Zoran for the response. Can you see my screen? Oh, you only see me? Okay. Wait, give me 1 second. I'll share the screen. Can you see this? Can you see my screen here? Can you see my strategy clinic? Right. Shit, it's not this. How do I share this? Okay, so okay, I'll just share this slide then. Okay, just give the rest of the audience 1 more minute to come in before I start today's session on Strategy Clinic, where we will discuss some of the setups that we have, or if you have any requests on any currency pair, just let me know. Okay, sorry, because we need to, there were some technical issues earlier on, so we had to shut down the whole computer, and today's session will actually be me and Yongjing, right? Give me 1 second to change this. Yep. Okay. So today we'll discuss some of the setups that we have for some of the major currency pairs, as well as precious metal and some commodities. Okay. So before we start, some disclaimer. Right, this information, context, opinions which are expressed in the presentation should only be construed as educational purposes only. So before you actually do any trade yourself, please do your own due diligence before you start. Okay, so introducing your analysts here, we have Desmond, okay, Cassandra, Jin, Jianing, Joanne, myself. My picture is not here because this is not the updated version, and we all work for the Everest Fortune Group, who is the finalist for Best FX Research 2019, 2020, 2021, as well as finalist for Best Equity Research 2020, 2021. Okay. So let us dive into the charts. Can you guys see my charts? Is it clear? And can you guys see and hear me clearly? Okay. So as you all know, yesterday there were many news. If you guys don't, you can go to Forex Factory. Okay, thanks, Zoran. Thank you for being responsive. Okay, so if you guys don't know, this is the page where we always tune into for all our important announcements or important news before we do our daily trades or before we look into any setups. So yesterday night, or rather today, this morning, we had very, very important news from the Fed's FOMC, as well as the Bank of Japan, right? So this is the page, Forex Factory, where we look at the important upcoming news before we do any trades or any planning, right? So 7 p.m., there will be the monetary policy for GBP, right? Okay. So this is the page I can copy and paste here for you guys. Okay, if you need. Okay, let us dive into the charts. Okay, we will start with DXY. Okay. Let me remove all drawings. Oh, sorry. Let me load my layout. So let me know if you guys have any requests, any comments in the comment section, because I have another page that is open and I can see whatever that you guys are commenting or asking. So I will try to respond as quickly as possible. Okay. Okay, let's start the day with DXY. Okay, let's start with DXY. Yeah? I need a clearer chart. Okay. So for DXY, right, you can see here for Zoran, what just happened this morning, the Fed actually there was a FOMC meeting where the Fed rate hike. There was an announcement, a very important key announcement. That's why there was a spike in your USD as well. So all the currency pair that is related to USD has appreciated. Okay, so on a daily time frame, we can see here, okay, that prices are still on an ascending trend. Okay, I can't draw a channel because I don't think it will look very nice, but we can try. Maybe here. Okay, this is quite nice. Okay, this would suffice. Okay, so this would be on a daily time frame. Let's zoom in. Okay, prices have actually, this was the, so on a weekly chart, you can see that it has broken the previous high in 2020. So now it is going to test the next high where it was in 2002, which is the 120 levels. It's quite a fast stretch, but it's not impossible, I would say. Right. Let's just mark down this resistance level as resistance 2 because it's still a far cry from your 110, okay, to 120. Let's see whether there are any nice levels here. It's currently at my, okay, but this is a monthly chart. So usually we don't use monthly. I'm just marking down some important key support or resistance level that I can see before zooming in. Okay, this might not be some of the markings that I have. It's just an indicator for me. It doesn't mean that we'll use it later. Okay. Okay, so on a weekly chart, you can see the Nike tick here. Okay, we are at the 161.8 extension level on the FIB. Okay, we zoom in on the daily chart. You can see that price is respecting my ascending channel, so it might do a slight reverse here. Okay, so we can do a projection forward. Let's do a projection. Okay, so it's aligning with my 78 as well, this area, this zone. Okay, and the reason why I said the monthly FIB level might not be useful is because that's on a monthly scale and it's too it might not be easy to execute, or it might not be executable in the sense, because we will always look at a smaller time frame like 4 hour, 1 hour, or even half an hour for executable trades. Okay. So if we are looking at a daily chart, okay, this doesn't work as well. But we know that the 111 level might face some resistance because of our 78.6% projection, as well as our the 161 extension here on the monthly chart, okay, on the monthly time frame. So if we zoom into the 4 hours, okay, you see the chart looks cleaner on the zoomed up or the higher time frames. So when we zoom in, that's how I usually do my charting. So I will zoom out to have a bigger overview, because on a smaller time frame, you tend to see more noise and it's harder for you to draw. So I like to zoom out first and then zoom in to make my trade more executable. So right here, you can see that the line that I have drawn on a monthly time frame might not be, in line or in sync, or might not be the point that I have drawn previously. Okay, see the price is here, but actually I thought I drew here. So when we zoom in, you can slowly try to refine your trade or your positions. Okay. So right now I will put my let me see whether there is any good levels. Okay. Actually, this would be a good level, but then it's too far away from my peak here. So I will put this as my first resistance first. Let me just mark it down. And then I'll put my support here. First support. And my second support. If you feel that the first support is too close, you can actually make this your first support instead. Okay, but I think for this range, okay, we'll just move this down. This would be my support one. Okay, prices have seemed to come down quite a bit, right? After this morning's news, after it break the previous high at 110591. Okay, let's do some projection. Okay, 78.6. This is the region that I'll be looking at if it comes down to test this level here. Okay, this area here, which is also 61.8. Okay, so if let's say prices were to come down or were to retrace back and follow, my follow the trend itself, okay, to create higher highs and higher lows, I'm expecting price, because right now it's at this level here, is also at sort of the top of the upper limit of my ascending trend. So we are looking for a reversal here. Okay. If price were to come down further and breaking this zone, because this was the previous high, right? And if price actually break this level, this support level here, I'm expecting price to come back down to my first support here, which is my 61.8% projection, as well as my 78. Sorry, let me check. Let me double check. Okay, sorry. It will be my 61.8% retracement level and 78.6% projection level. Okay, if price were to come down this way. But if price were to actually go up further, which is not unlikely since USD is strengthening, right? I'm expecting price to come to, let me just do a projection forward. I'm expecting price to come to this level here. or if it breaks this level, it might even come to this level. But the reason why I put my second resistance here is because personally, I feel that in order to break this ascending channel, it might be, there might be some challenges already. Okay. So if you want to go that far to the 113.7 levels, it has to break the second resistance before it can go up all the way. So break this channel and go up all the way. Okay. Because on a daily time frame, this is a very nice ascending channel, creating higher highs and higher lows. So I'm thinking it will respect the channel itself to bring price down slightly to create a higher low before moving up here. This area here. Before moving up to this area here. So it will probably bounce and then come back up here to test this upper tier of my ascending channel, right? Higher high, higher low, higher highs, higher lows, okay, before it reaches this area. Okay. Okay. So if you want to take a closer look, okay, this is oops. Let me delete, it's quite messy. Okay, so this is where I will put my first support. My first support will be at my 109 level, where there is my previous swing high overlapping support level here. See, the prices came to test here many times but failed to break. So this will be my support level. Okay, my key level here, my 78.6% projection, 61.8% retracement. Okay, so there's definitely some resistance going on here. So price might come down here to test first before bouncing up to my 78.6 projection here, second resistance. Okay. Okay. I will move on to my Euro USD. Let's take a look. Okay. Any requests that you have, just let me know in the chats. I'm talking about an hour ago. That was my morning. Oh, right. I was thinking my morning. Okay, so there was some yen intervention here. Let me see the top news. That's why yeah, 57. Yep. So the Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda comments and news conference. So I guess there was some intervention in the rates. So if you want to take a look, you can go to Forex Factory and read the news here 57 minutes ago. Okay. So let's take a look at my Euro USD. On a weekly chart, you can see a very clean descending channel here, or descending momentum, bearish momentum here, still respecting my bearish Ichimoku cloud. So it's still below and it looks like it's not gonna reverse anytime soon. Let's zoom into our daily chart. Okay, still very nice descending channel. Here. Very nice descending channel. Okay, as you can see here, still respecting my Ichimoku cloud, very nice and very clean and nice descending trend, I'll say. Okay. So we can zoom into the 4 hours. Okay, let's put some trend lines. Resistance. Let's do some projection because I can't find my support level. Okay. Okay, support here bounced off nicely at my 78.6. And then my second support here and my 100% projection levels. Okay, so because this is a low since, I don't know, let's check. Okay, since 2001. Okay, so this is like the lowest for the past about 20 years. That's why I use the projection method, because there are no other comparison unless we are talking about this level 0.845, which is quite a far cry, and I wouldn't use that. Okay, so I would use the projection method instead of taking the lowest, the swing low previously. Okay, so zoom into the forward projection says that, you know, we are gonna, this is my first support and my 78.6% projection, and then my 100% projection is my second support here. Okay, this is my first resistance at my 61.8 retracement. Second resistance will be here at my previous swing high. Okay, so if you want to see whether there are other confluence zone, oh, this is quite nice. Yeah, so this will be the zone. This would be the zone that I'll be looking at. Okay, because it coincides. This will be a key resistance zone because there is my 78.6 projection as well as my 61.8 retracement level. So if you actually, if price were to bounce back all the way up here, it will face some resistance here because it's my overlapping resistance level here, right? Prices came here many times to test before it broke, then come back down to test again. So this is a very strong magnetic regions that we are looking at, as well as all the confluence zone that we have, projection and retracement. So if price were to come here, it will for sure have some, it will for sure bounce off or have some commotions here, right, before it breaks to my second resistance or bounce back to my first support. Okay. So if price were to come back down to test my first support instead of going up, it would test here again at my 78.6% projection level. If it breaks here, it will bring my price down to my 100% projection level, which is my second support. Okay, so it kind of, so what I'm seeing now is a nice descending trend chart. So I'm thinking that price will actually come back down to here or this level beyond the 100% projection before it moves up again. And because we know that USD is strengthening, so you can expect Euro USD to move down. Right. Okay. So if USD is strengthening, Euro USD should be moving down. Okay, let us take a look at one last pair before I pass on the time to Yongqing to continue. We'll take a look at USD JPY. Okay, on the weekly time frame, you can see that USD JPY has also been strengthening exponentially, right? Because USD has been very strong and the Bank of Japan has not been, you know, intervening with any regulations or policies. So the JPY has been weakening a lot while the USD is strengthening. That's why it's quite exponential here. So on the daily time frame, let's see whether we have any trend lines to draw. I wouldn't draw this, but anyway, okay, there's no nice trend lines or channel that I can draw, but we do know that it's on ascending trend. Okay, let's see if there are any important levels here. Okay, it bounced off nicely off my 161.8 fib level here. I'll just mark it down. Okay, we are all looking for the confluence zone, right? Okay, it's not that big. Okay, let's project forward to see how far it might go. Okay, 61.8. Okay, so I would put my resistance one. Yeah. Then support here. First support. And then my second support. Okay, let's just mark it down first. Let me see whether if I can project. We'll do a bigger projection. No, I think this would be the one. If there is any, Okay, let's see whether there are any previous swing highs that is close by, because okay, this is quite near. Okay. Okay, I'll use this because it's relatively close to my first resistance. If it's very far away, like 150 or 152, I might not think that it's that useful or that current. So I would put this as my second resistance, which is my previous swing high. Okay, this is quite executable, right? From 145 to 147. So I would accept this. Okay, we zoom into the 4 hours to define our trades, if there is any. Okay, so if price were to come back down because it has tested my 161.8, let's see whether 127 works. No, it broke. Okay, so at my 161.8, let me just put it nicely here. Okay. Okay, this area. Okay, so at my 161.8 extension level, this is the resistance, which it actually bounced off 3 times. And I'm thinking that price would continue to go down, okay, based on this chart. So if price were to come down, it would definitely test my first support level, which is my 61.8% Fibonacci X projection, as well as my previous swing low, right, at this area. I think I could potentially stretch it back here. Okay, my previous swing high. So this is the overlapping support that we are looking at. It could be a zone here. Okay. So this zone I would highlight because price might come to this area here, which is exactly my 61.8 projection and test, or it might be within the green zone to test. Okay, so just monitor your trades around this area. Okay, if it comes down here and it breaks this level, okay, the second support is too far. Okay, although it's the previous swing low. So I personally will not use this support. Let's try to draw another one. Let's try to find the other one. Okay, 61.8, maybe 100% or 78. Okay, my 78 projection is too near, so I personally wouldn't use it as well. So my 100% is okay, it's quite a good distance, and it's quite close to my previous swing lows, right? This area here, where it tested many times but failed to break this area. So I'll use this as my second support and remove this. Okay, so this is my 100% projection here at this zone that you can take a look. Okay, so if price actually breaks my first support, it will come down to my second support to test this zone, which is my 100% projection, as well as the previous swing low. Let's see whether it coincides with any of my retracement exactly at my 61.8 as well, right? This level. But if price were to go up again, it will definitely test my 161 again at this level. This area here, before it breaks and come to my previous high at 147. Okay. So I'll pass on the time on to Yongqing. He will share with you a couple of other currency pairs as well as maybe some of the precious metals. So if you have any requests of currency pair, just let him know in the comment section, or if you have any question, right? I'll pass on the time to Yongqing. You can use your own charts.
Okay. Hello.
You have to end slightly, like define here.
Okay. Hey, hello guys. My name is Sun Yongqing, and I will be taking over from Annabelle. Okay, so for me, I focus mainly on technicals. I do not actually focus a lot on fundamentals. If there's a major news like just now, the Japanese, they intervene in the forex market, I wouldn't be touching today already. I'm out for today. But then let me share some trade ideas and the methods which I use to trade the forex market. Give me a moment. Let me change the chart to mine. Load layout. Oh, that's me. Okay. Let's go with. Okay. So earlier I was looking at euro dollar. I only trade euro dollar mainly. So what I use is smart money concepts. Have you guys heard about smart money concepts? Do let me know. Smart money concepts. Let me type it out. Smart money concepts. Hello. Okay. I personally use smart money concepts and Wyckoff. Smart money concepts and Wyckoff. So earlier today, I was actually personally I was looking at euro dollar. Let me show you how I mark out. So I always mark out the monthly highs and monthly lows. So I will have a template for it. Monthly high, monthly low. Then I go down to weekly. I will mark it out every single day before it starts. Weekly high, weekly low, daily high, daily low. We are talking about the previous day and the previous week and previous month. Okay, so I was looking back on the weekly. I was personally looking on the weekly and all the way back on euro dollar. All the way back. Okay, monthly. Let's go. Sorry, it's a bit. Okay, my chart is not loading the weekly, but all the way back, I actually marked out a zone here. I think it's an important area, a weekly order block. So I'll be setting this as my points of interest. The point of interest is at 0.98021. So I mark it out first. So earlier on today, I was personally looking for price to actually come down and hit this area first before there's a bounce. I was looking for price to actually go down from here. Let me draw an arrow. Where's my arrow? Where is it? I found it. I was looking for price early on in the day during the Asian session. I was looking for price. Okay, I have clicked the replay. So I was actually looking for price to come down to the week. Oh my. Looking for price to come down to the weekly order block, the point of interest, and potentially have a short little scalp. But then price actually didn't come down. It continued, nearly tapped and went up. And then I started to mark out. I'm trying out smart money concepts for today. Normally I use Wyckoff. So today I actually changed my chart template, make it look clean. So what I was looking for is sell side liquidity. I marked out this area when I saw price came down and cleared multiple candles before it bounced. So I marked out this area as sell side liquidity. I typed it out, sell side liquidity. Okay. Let me type in chat to sell side liquidity. Okay. So I was actually looking for this area. Once I saw this area break, and I will use this indicator where I have the Q zone boxes, the London and New York Q zone. So I actually learned a lot about timing, how timing is important in trading, especially from ICT, circle trader. So for New York, wait, what do you call? Okay, London timing. It starts from 2 p.m. Singapore time, which is also 2 a.m. New York time. 2 a.m. all the way until 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Singapore time. 5 a.m. London, 5 p.m. Singapore. So I usually do not treat the Asian session. Asian session is around here, 7 a.m. Let me draw out this area. I don't touch it at all. Just let it go. It will do whatever it wants. I ignore it completely. I ignore it. I go and do my stuff. Come back, and then I will check on the charts at 2 o'clock. So what I personally backtested, right? If you actually draw the line, you draw a line at the New York midnight close at 12 midnight close. Price actually usually come back down to touch this area. So I usually, if I have any entries, I usually search for price to touch the New York midnight close. You can backtest New York midnight close. It closes here, down, goes up, touches, fly. So let's go back. Yesterday. Let's go 12. Okay. It closed here, 12 o'clock. Sometimes it doesn't happen all the time, most of the time. So this one, it didn't happen, but we can continue backtesting. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, New York close below, touches. Let me set the template. New York midnight close, and it drops. So normally what I notice is if price happens to trade above the New York midnight close during the London session, price usually reverse all the way down. I can show a few more examples, or it can go the other way if it's trading below during. I show you 12 o'clock. Let me take a look. 12 o'clock. It always, not always, most of the time it comes back up and touches. You see? Price comes down, goes back up, touches the New York midnight close. Do backtest this on Euro USD. I actually, most of my trades, I base it on these two. And then one more very, very nice thing that you can find is the London reversal, end of the London session. So let me show you an example how the London reversal works. It's usually a small little scalp. It's not much movement, but if you are a scalper, maybe you can actually focus on it. So 5 a.m. London, 5 a.m. New York close, 5 p.m. Singapore time, closes below, reverse back up. So if you can rely on your trading method, your scalping method, you can actually look, there's a small little scalp, a small little reversal. Okay, this it didn't happen. This 5 p.m. close, reverse, it reverses up. Continue finding, let's go. 5 p.m. close at the bottom, reverses out. You can find actually a small scalp. It doesn't always happen all the time, mind you. 5 p.m. closes, reverses down. There's a scalp. Sometimes you got to wait in between 5 p.m. Singapore time to 7 p.m. In between, you can also find a reversal. It's usually in between the scalps. The green color zone that I'm using is actually the New York timing, which is between 7 a.m. New York to 10 p.m. New York. Let me show you the indicators that I'm using so you guys can actually try it out. I use this MyScripts. Okay. Q zone boxes. I use these ICT Q zone boxes by Bryce WH. I'll type it in chat. ICT Q zone boxes. The author is Bryce WH. You can try it out and you can customize it. Let me show you my settings. The timing, the settings you can set. You can follow my settings and you can try it out. Backtest on the reversal, the end of London session reversal. Okay. Have you guys ever heard about the imbalance in market or fair value gap? Imbalance in markets, or you call it the fair value gap. Have you guys learned about it? Price usually comes back to clear the area. Do let me know so I can teach you guys regarding imbalance in market and fair value gap. It's very, very important. Let me go on to the 4 hours. Give me a moment. 4 hours, let me hide it. Okay. What I'm looking for an imbalance in the market is when the price has not come back to an area like this area. I'll draw it out. Let me close all these things. Okay. Delete. As you can see, this area on the 4 hours, price has not come back here. Nothing has went through this area yet. Let me set it to my personal feed. Okay, wait, fair value gap. You look, this entire area in between, there's no price. No price has come in and touched. It's empty. So this is a potential area for me to look out for price to reach there, and I can potentially scalp a sell. I'll leave it there. So I call this the 4 hours. 4 hours market imbalance. Usually the higher time frame one, maybe tonight in my head, who knows? You can watch. So what I'm personally looking for is a possible buy. I'm actually looking for a possible buy all the way up to this 4 hour market imbalance. But there seems to be no entry for me at the moment. Maybe I can go down to an hour. An hour I can let me see. Okay, there's nothing. There's no market imbalance here. Okay, on 15 minutes, there is 15 minutes. Okay, so what you guys want to know, what is all these short forms? Short form BSLQ. For below, mine is SSLQ, sell side liquidity. For the top, it is buy side liquidity. Always make your chart very clean so you will understand what is going on. It's an order block, price hit and bounce. Okay, so there is a market imbalance on the 15 minutes. Price hasn't come back into this area. You can see very clearly. Price is trying to get back in. Let's watch it live. Price should come back into this empty area that I'm looking at. So if you want to follow how my format on the template, how I do it, I use something called the fib retracement. You can find it here on the top 1, 2, 3, fib retracement. You can follow my settings. My settings is this. You go to the style, screenshot this, screenshots. It makes your chart extremely clean. You can actually have a line. You can actually see, wow, there's an area price is coming back into. Sorry, please screenshot. Please screenshot. Thank you very much. Zoran, where are you tuning in from? I just saw the chat. You are 6 hours behind. What has happened this morning with the market? Oh, Japan has actually intervened into the forex market if you're talking about the USD JPY. Okay. Macedonia, Euro. Nice. So do you trade the euro dollar too? I'm waiting for a price to come back into this area. The market imbalance. I will type it out one more time. Market imbalance. Or should I call it or ICT calls it? Okay, I'll credit him. ICT, fair value gap. ICT is the inner circle trader. You can actually check out his YouTube. It's actually free. He teaches everything for free. He does not charge you for anything. It's actually very, very good education. So right now, let's wait for price to get into this area. We could potentially get a bounce. Potentially. I never say confirm. So I'm actually hoping I can see some kind of confirmation for price to head up to clear the buy side liquidity. This buy side liquidity at this area. Let me clear all this so you guys don't get confused. Okay. So you can see for smart money concepts, these two candles can be counted as a liquidity or a swing high. You can draw it like me, have a line labeled across, and that you can set as a profit target. Or you can actually draw one line, a nice little line, double click, text, add money. Because you know this area price should hit, usually hit. You can delete this also. You can look, this is a potential take profit area. But for me, I would like to just draw the line. It's all the way. Okay, so I'm actually looking for a price to eventually clear this, but right now we don't seem to have a nice entry. I've been watching this Euro USD hold my entire day. Haven't had a proper entry yet. Okay, 5 minutes. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me type it out in chat. Looking for potential buys up to. Let me get the coordinates. Please do not take this as a signal, just my personal analysis. Okay, so I'm actually looking for a price to go up and clear this area. I focus a lot on euro dollar. So what I like to see is clean market movement. You see this area? Let me change the color of the in red. Okay. Price came down, rejected, it failed to break this area. It shot up. So what I like to mark this area out, it's an order block. This area, you can see, price went up, tapped it. Let me show you. Tapped it, and then it flew up. So this area is a bullish order block. Next, what I like to see is this two. Price goes up, taps. So what I like to see is very, very clean market movement. Order block. Taps and go. It's a very, very nice order block, goes up. But right here, we do not have, we have a market imbalance. You can see price is coming back down into the area where we have marked on a 15 minutes. Let's just watch. I wouldn't get too technical on this, so let's take a look live. 15 minutes market imbalance. Did I really write it? Let me take a look. 15 minutes market imbalance. Price is coming down. Let me take a look. 5 p.m. just now, price closed at the top. Yes, just now I was mentioning about the London reversal. Top, closed, reversed. 5 a.m. New York, 5 p.m. Singapore time. If you are confused on the timing, you can actually set your timing here. Down in the chart, time zone, you can switch it to New York. Let me find it. New York. It's UTC -4, New York. You can set it, then you can see it clearer. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. It's the London session for New York. Okay, any other requests? I can actually take a look. Any charts that you wish for me to look? Do let me know. Let me clear this out. Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. Okay. Price did not immediately clear the highs there, as we have the monthly low there. That acts as a form of resistance. Okay, prices came into the market imbalance. Let's take a look. Okay. Just do remember, continue backtesting this. Our time is up. If you still have any more questions, please ask me in the chat. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. Euro CHF. Let me take a quick look. Okay, let me do a quick one for you. Euro CHF. Okay, price has shot up. I wouldn't be taking anything. There is too much imbalance here. There is really too much. You take a look at this candle. Do you think it's safe to even buy or sell anytime? Price could go up or it come all the way back down. Just let the chart do its thing. It's okay to take the day off the charts today. It's fine. Not every day is a good trading day. I think we are already short on time. I would like to end my session here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Chen Yongjing and have a good day.